Ladies and gentlemen, dear followers, dear listeners, today is an amazing day, and as you know, we are coming up with a new episode of a podcast that you're gonna enjoy too much. And in this podcast, we'll be talking about a subject that matters. You know, we are living in the 21st century, and then you all know that technology has taken the world by storm. So today in this episode of our podcast, we'll be talking about entrepreneurship in the digital world, the digital age. So I'm not alone in this podcast. I'm your host. My name is Steeven, but I'm with a special guest with me, Mr. Otiniel Pilipili. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
Well, as you guys can see, I'm with Mr. Otiniel Pilipili. He's going to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about himself, his background, and welcome.
Thanks. I don't think there's much to talk about me, but I've been working in technology for a little over 5 years now, and currently I help entrepreneurs, business owners transition back from the traditional business models to fully use technology to their business, and that includes their online presence, helping them build sales funnels and earn more revenue using technology and using artificial intelligence. That's what I've been working on for the past 5 years.
That's all right. That's really super huge. We appreciate everything, and we are honored to having you here as our special guests.
Thank you. Love being here.
All right. I really appreciate it. Well, we are going to dive into this interesting topic right now. And Mr. Otiniel, how has the internet lowered the barriers to starting a business today?
Well, with technology, it's actually becoming easier because some of the initial challenges for any entrepreneurs is to validate their ideas, their concepts.
All right.
Entrepreneurs, like every single day, they come up with these wonderful ideas, but then traditional market research is usually expensive.
All right.
And with internet, it's easier to get hold of the different data and the insights that one needs to know whether their idea is worth it. And it's also easier with technology to quickly validate the idea. And if it's not useful, it will now be easier for them to jump to something else. So with technology, it's easier to build a simple landing page to start onboarding customers even without an actual product. So and then when it comes now to building the products, technology now becomes so easier to build the products because with technology, the internet, we have like all the knowledge available. Compared to when we never had like internet, so you had to go to a big library and stuff. So like now it's easier to buy research papers, to buy books, to really to consume like the knowledge that you need to build the products. And if it's a digital product, I also have the help of AI and stuff which would assist you in the process of building a super powerful product. So it now becomes easier for anyone to just jump in and quickly validate their concept, their ideas, and go to market.
That's really super interesting. You know, as I promised you, dear listeners, today you are learning from experts. You know, so Otiniel Pilipili is there explaining a lot how entrepreneurship becomes easier in the digital age. So thank you so much. We've understood a little bit that with only your computer, you can start a business. It's not a matter of having a lot of money, a big capital, a big office. Only with your computer, it's possible in the digital age to start a business. Thank you so much. So can you please name some successful digital entrepreneurs and their stories?
Oh, thanks. As a follow-up to the previous answer,
Yep.
just when internet makes it easier, say, to get started.
Yeah.
It also means that a lot of people are gonna go into that opportunity. So that means competition becomes tough.
Yeah.
And some of the strongest competition that we have is how to get visible now on the internet.
Yeah.
Because if every single person could easily set up their online presence, now how do you make sure that you get easily found by the right customer?
Yeah.
So that's why I like people like Neil Patel. He's an American entrepreneur. So he has set up some strong tools such as Ask the Public or Uber Suggests. So tools that help any entrepreneur who wants to set up their online presence to check the, say, specific keywords or keyword combination within a specific geography to help them like know how those keywords are trending. And with that knowledge, now it's easier for an entrepreneur to really optimize their process before, say, when knowing what kind of information, what kind of phrases, sentences to put on their website. So now the process becomes optimized. So like that's why like Neil Patel has been like successful in helping entrepreneurs really get found online. There's another one that I like much. I follow him a lot. It's called Peng John. So he also helps entrepreneurs optimize their ads, especially on social media.
Yeah.
Because with these many people going social media and these many people bidding ads, so now there has to be a structure of the process such that your ads become even more relevant.
Yeah.
So I think those were the ones that are not, but they're the kind of example. So as you follow the different successful entrepreneurs, they all have one thing in common. So whenever they have an idea, they all advise just go for it. Go for it, learn as much as you can, learn in the process, and you'll be surprised how easier now it's gonna be after you've nailed the initial processes and you've made sure that you ask all the right questions as soon as possible.
Well, I think, dear listeners, dear followers, especially entrepreneurs, you are getting the point, So these examples, these platforms he has mentioned will be maybe interesting for you guys to use them and learn from them in order to make your business grow. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Pili Pili. Well, let's talk about some of your favorite platforms for business growth, because we are talking, we have our listeners who are entrepreneurs and everything. What are your favorite platforms that you can suggest to entrepreneurs in order to grow their business?
That's interesting.
Yep.
There are quite a lot of platforms. So it usually depends on the use case. But I'll always tell entrepreneurs to go for any solutions that achieve one thing or the other. It could be either it helps you boost your revenue, or it helps you decrease or cut your costs. Anything beyond that, you shouldn't care. So like that's the advice that I would tell you when it comes to choosing a platform. So for instance, if an entrepreneur is using Excel or Google spreadsheets to manage the different like data or customer relationship management platform, maybe they'll be like this huge Excel. I always tell them, please leave this. Go for a platform like HubSpot. And because with such a platform, it's gonna be easier now to put all the data together, and for any missing data points, such as you have a company, for instance, you have a university. So, this university is a potential customer. And what you need to know, who's the head of this university, what do they do, how much revenue they have. So when you have used like a program like HubSpot, it gives you like all of that additional data automatically using AI. Like this is the platform that I would suggest because it helps you save time. It's free. And it's easier, especially when it comes to integration with other platforms. Because you can integrate it with your email, you could integrate it with other mailing software, such as MailChimp, so that whenever you do like any online campaigns, you have like one place where you manage all of that data. So that could be like one platform. Another platform could be Beehive. that one helps in designing and implementing email campaigns. Because because currently, if you're building an online business, the very first thing you need is to make sure you know the process that your potential customer is gonna go through. So from when they find out about your logo, your website, to when they're gonna buy, how do they walk through a design path till they become a customer?
Yeah.
So that's where email marketing comes in. And Beehive is a free platform that helps you implement like an email campaign, then then you put another email based on specific condition, like email workflow. That's how it's called.
Yeah.
So if you say, okay, this customer, if they've read like this email, let them receive this other email after 2 days automatically. And if they did not open this email, let them receive this other
Another
email.
one.
Once they open this one, let them receive this one, because you want them to earn a specific knowledge about your business along the way before you could actually make your offer. Because what people hate the most online is to be sold to. So if you just come as someone who's selling, people are just gonna run away. But how do you get to that point? So that's where like that tool also helps. And there are also other multiple tools. If you don't have like a website, there are like multiple tools you could use to build your website. You can even use AI. Like a video website, you could use like AI to build videos, to generate images. So I would say, so given all of that, given like there are many that I could really suggest, I would say the very first tooling platform that you need is Google. So if you're not using your phone, your smartphone, to really ask that question, maybe to ask Google that question, see what are the kind of software product they're gonna bring to you. So that means you're just wasting your data bundle. So like the very first platform, just Google. If it's about courses, it's about protocol, software product, apps, Google just gonna give you like all of that information.
Yeah, that's really interesting. We really appreciate all the explanations. But I think as we are exposing this to entrepreneurs, how do you think this platform make entrepreneurship more accessible?
It's in terms that this platform, they are like the term is like software as a service, because previously it was like super difficult to have access to a certain software. But now with software as a service model, many people could use like the same software. So in that process, it becomes cheaper because you don't have like to own your own servers. So this platform, they are cheaper. So if any of them is paid, it's gonna be like $10 per month. And these entrepreneurs, they are not gonna make any excuse because they do buy iPhones, they do go take some beer. So if spend like $10 per month to save you time and generate a new revenue, that shouldn't be like a headache for anyone. So so that makes it easier because you could be like you own a software and you don't, because you can access all the features within any software that you want now online, and many of them are free. So you with just your phone, just a laptop and internet connection, you could definitely access almost like any software. And any paid software that you find, there's definitely a cheaper version of it, even a free version of it. So the cost is really, really, really down when it comes to going into entrepreneurship using the internet and technology.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, what are the biggest challenges facing online businesses today?
So the biggest challenges that they are facing, especially be like not understanding and not implementing the right system and processes, because the businesses that are struggling, say, to generate revenue online, to be either they've not implemented a strong sales process. They just think, I'm just gonna go and create a Facebook post and I'm gonna get customers. That doesn't work anymore. It used to work like 20 years ago. That doesn't work today. You're gonna post, you're gonna put videos, you'll be like, why am I not getting customers? Because that's the old model.
Yeah.
So so like that's the challenge they're facing, because consumer behavior is changing like super fast. So things that work today
Yeah.
may not work a month from now.
Mhm.
So you always have to keep up with the learning. So like that's the challenge, because entrepreneurs, they are always busy.
Yeah.
You want to handle the taxes, you want to handle customers, you want to handle like your team and all of that. At the same time, you have to keep up with the knowledge. Like that's the challenge. The things change super fast.
Yeah.
Now we are talking, like currently we are talking about AI agents
Yeah.
that are taking up jobs. A certain company may have like 30 people, to have like a 30 people team, and then it would be easier for them to fire like 25 of them and replace them with AI.
Yeah.
That's not the future, that's like today. But then how many businesses are doing that? The businesses that are doing that, they're cutting down their costs already. And by cutting down costs, now it's easier for them to optimize their processes and validate new products, new features faster. And when they do that, they have like that competitive advantage.
Yep.
So like the challenges is like keeping up with that pace.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. We've learned a lot from you. But I have a last question, because for me, I want to equip entrepreneurs with the knowledge and everything, and that's why we are honored to having you here with us. The last question is, how do you stay motivated while running a business online? You just try to imagine you are running your business online. How do you keep your motivation?
Like me or any
entrepreneur who is running a business online.
I'll tell the entrepreneur, if they need to stay motivated online, I'll tell them not to do it. Because you shouldn't build motivation. Like you have to have it. Because although it's easier to start an online business, keeping up with the process, the rigor and all of that requires you to already be motivated. So if you are facing like this challenge and you say, okay, also needs motivation on top of this, just don't do it.
That's tough.
So
I
first,
get it.
so if someone really wants to be an entrepreneur, they will know. If you want to say, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur because I don't have a job, that's gonna be tough.
It will be really
that doesn't work anymore. So you have to have like this strong drive for it, which is gonna help you keep up with the learning. It's gonna be easier for you to learn new skills. And maybe if you spend 6 months without any revenue, you're still gonna keep up with the pace, because once you establish the right system and processes, now the revenue starts flowing in. Maybe recurrent during your business model.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Othniel. Dear followers, ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy. We are almost at the end of this podcast today, and I think you have the last word. What do you tell to entrepreneurs, our listeners, about this topic as a summary?
I'll just tell them, go for it. Don't waste time trying to think whether your idea is gonna work or not, or asking the wrong people. Just go online, go for it. Go to online like Facebook groups, go to Quora.com, and find how people are talking about your sector, the industry, the product that you want to bring in. Ask AI about your idea. Let it give you like brutal feedback, and get started as soon as possible. Just go for it and learn as much as you can.
Thank you so much, Mr. Othniel Pilipili. It was a pleasure and an honor receiving you on our platform today. Thank you so much, dear listeners, dear followers. This is the end of our today's podcasts. We thank you so much for following up to the end, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Well, thank you so much, and see you in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.